name is Skyla and I'm from Australia. I've gone through some processes with Think and Grow Education.
The testimonial you're about to watch is by Skyla, a lovely client of ours, a lovely lady. Skyla was diagnosed with thyroid disease when she was 8 years of age. At 27 years of age, it progressed or regressed to Hashimoto's disease. That meant medication. So what she done was she took medication for 23 years, and the impact of that medication on her liver resulted in her having the liver of a chronic alcoholic, and she's never drank alcohol. So her liver is degenerating. She done this work that you can learn in this course. Nothing else. Everything is in this course. You don't need this course and then have to go off and do something else. And in doing this, watch what happened.
So I was diagnosed with thyroid disease at 8 years old. And then when I was 27 with my second pregnancy, it progressed to Hashimoto's disease. So when I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's disease, I was medicated, and it doesn't look good because I see a specialist, and the medication continually needs to be increased because my thyroid is not working at all. So after doing the processes, I had to have a blood test, and my specialist kept calling me, and I just didn't want to hear it because I didn't want any bad news. And when I finally got on the phone to him, he had nothing but good news to tell me. And he had to run the blood tests 2 or 3 times to make sure that he actually got the correct information because it was so good. He was very surprised because I've only ever had bad news. I've never had good news. I've been going to the specialist that I'm seeing currently for 20 years. 12 months I was going to get news. I just could never have believed it would happen so quickly and so soon. So when I was doing the process, I was doing it on a trauma that I have been trying to work on for at least 30 to 35 years now. I've had so many different therapies and so many different ways of looking at it, and I've never been able to crack it. So I really had very limited belief that I would. But this is the first time in 30, 35 years that I have ever felt the way that I do today, and that I've ever been able to release that trauma and to see it from a completely different viewpoint and truly understand my strengths and where I came from and why I did what I did and how I survived it. So part of my test results are my liver function, and I have been told for 23 years that I am an alcoholic. By the way, I do not drink. I cannot drink. I have a shoddy liver. In these test results, my liver is functioning for the first time in my lifetime as a normal liver. You would not know I have any problems with my liver. It is completely normal. I take thyroxine. I also take thyroid extract because I'm T3 resistant, and for the first time in 23 years my medication has had to drop back because my thyroid has actually started working. That for me is mind-blowing, and I can't even really grasp it because I've never had to decrease my medication ever. It actually makes me feel for the first time in my life, I'm going to be 50 this year, that I'm actually going to have some control over where my health and where my future goes. This process works, and I'm always a big believer, but I have a 5% rule. I believe that anything is worth trying if it works 5%, because, you add up all those 5% and you get somewhere. But honestly, I could never have anticipated it working this well. Honestly, this only took weeks, not months, not years. I wrote on my calendar that 12 months from today, I'm going to be free of Hashimoto's. And honestly, that was probably about 8 weeks. That was no more than 8 weeks. And I'm already dropping back in medication. So my specialist was absolutely blown away with my results. He even had to run the tests a couple of times, because normally when he rings me, it's for sad news. It's never for good news. So this was a very special moment for us. So all I can say is, for anybody who's out there who's got anything at all that they're holding on to, or any physical illness or any emotional trauma, give it a go. Do it like me. If it's 5%, if you believe it's going to work 5%, then give it a go, because honestly, this has been life-changing for me.
So just imagine now, if you can navigate through this course, download the library that comes with this course, the workbook that comes with this course, and the information manual, and not just learn how to impact it on your life, but can you imagine what it will do for people around you, your partner, your in-laws, your parents, your siblings, your children? This knowledge serves everybody, but most people wait for the train wreck before they decide to take charge. When you learn to take charge of your emotions and you connect it with frequency, you will understand in this course that frequency and emotions are interconnected. They communicate and are influenced by each other. And in your brilliant body, you have 37.2 trillion cells, each experiencing 100,000 chemical reactions per second. And if we knock the synchronicity of that and the operation of that out of balance by overproducing toxic chemicals due to stress thoughts, we can bring that back into balance with frequency. Now, that's not some whoopie-doo science. That is pure, clear science. The course is there, it's ready and waiting for you. All you have to do is enroll in that course, and you will have access to that course for the rest of your life. See you in the course.